Hey YouTube, so there's this woman down in Texas. Her and her friend went to a Walmart and they thought it would be cute and that it would be funny to take some ice cream, lick the top of it, and put it back. Her friend is recording her and he's encouraging her to lick it, and then he tells her to put it back, and like a dumbass, she does it. And if you watch the video, they're clearly joking. They're clearly not, you know, they're clearly just thinking what they're doing is cute and that it's okay. Well, they know it's not okay, but they don't give a fuck about sanitation or anything like that. And I understand some people were saying, well, how do we know she didn't pick the ice cream back up after she turned the camera off? Well, apparently detectives have tracked that very tub that she licked out of. So this bitch really did leave that contaminated ass ice cream in that freezer for somebody else to take. And that just makes you more aware and more concerned with going to the store and buying food. You don't know what people are doing to this food. Nobody's food is safe. People will, talk shit about people who take DoorDash or Uber Eats and say, how can you let somebody deliver your food? You don't know what they're doing to your food, this and that. But I'm like, that's no different from ordering a pizza. That's no different from going to a restaurant. And apparently that's no different from taking some food from a store or buying some food from a store and cooking it in your home. You don't know what people are doing to your food. So anyway, yeah, she thought it would be cute to lick the top of this ice cream and put it back. And the stupidest thing, like, I don't understand why people incriminate themselves. Like, this is 2019. Anything you post online could go viral. Even if it takes a month, even if it takes a year, even sometimes it could take just an hour. When you put something online, that shit is going to spread. And I don't understand how the fuck y'all don't get this concept. I don't understand how y'all don't understand this concept. And it's like, y'all want to get caught. Y'all want the backlash. Y'all want to be in these type of situations. This idiot licked some fucking ice cream. Her face is all in the video. And then they posted that shit online. Like, how stupid do you gotta be? First of all, what you're doing is disgusting. It's stupid in itself. But it's even dumber for you to post the shit on the internet, on Twitter. Like, the fastest social media platform to spread some shit. Like, man, this shit is crazy. So anyway, her dumbass. So people on Twitter were outraged. They were reposting her shit. Apparently it got like 10 million views since the day it was posted. And so the police started investigating her ass. And now her dumb ass is facing up to 20 years in prison for contaminating consumer products. Apparently that's a second-degree felony. And her ass is facing 20 years in prison. Could be possibly facing 20 years in prison for contaminating consumer products. I mean, that shit. Why post it to social media? If you're gonna be disgusted and do some dumb shit, that's fucked up. But to further incriminate yourself, like, you got people taking baths at Wendy's in the sink. You got people recording and then posting that shit to the internet. You got people recording themselves dunking their balls in people's chili and shit and posting that to social media. It's like, why are y'all doing that? Y'all are putting yourselves in situations where you can get fired, where you can go to jail, where you can get sued. Why incriminate yourself? I don't understand that. What you did was fucked up, but it's even dumber for you to fucking snitch on yourself. Like, I don't understand. And I'm a part of this generation, so I'm not gonna say I don't understand this generation. This generation is stupid, because I'm in this generation and I have common sense. People my age and younger than me have common sense. There's just a certain sector of people who just don't understand common sense. Man, this got to be one of the dumbest shits I've ever heard. Now, do I think this woman deserves to be in jail for 20 plus years, or do I think she deserves to be charged with a felony? Well, the law states that what she did was a felony. So if you want to look at it from a law standpoint, then yeah. But do I think that the law is always fair? Do I think that the law is always just? Hell no. If this is this woman's first offense, if this woman has no record, no, I do not think that she deserves to be in prison at all, let alone get a felony, let alone sit in jail for 20 years for licking some damn ice cream. Now, we've seen people do worse on camera. We've seen cops shoot and kill unarmed men while they're on top of them and get away with it. We've seen cops plant drugs in people's fucking cars and not and get away with it. We've seen fucking these cops and shit, they can do all this illegal shit on tape, go through trial and still be okay, and not even just be okay, but they still keep their jobs. So I think that this idiot deserves to go to jail for 20 years for licking some fucking ice cream? Hell no. What she did was disgusting. What she did was potentially dangerous, because ain't no telling what this bitch has, and somebody else could have contracted that shit. But I do think she does need to face some type of consequence, on top of being publicly humiliated for being a fucking idiot. But there needs to be some real type of consequence. Again, if she ain't got no record, if she ain't out here like thugging it out and just being a straight hood rat, no, I don't think she deserves to go to jail, especially for no 20 fucking years. If anything, make her dumbass pay a fine and ban her from that fucking Walmart. But, people on social media, you got to be careful. Like, you got to understand that, especially in this day and age, and it's been like this for years, everything you post on social media is going to be there permanently. It does not matter what you delete. It does not matter. That shit is on there forever. And now that we have these social media platforms like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, even YouTube, that shit will go viral within seconds. And like I said, even if it doesn't go viral right away, you'll do something a year ago online and that shit will haunt you. Or you do something 10 years ago online and that shit will haunt you. Think about future jobs that you want to have. Think about getting admitted into college. Think about your family. Think about just your significant other's family. Like, be a decent representation of yourself. Now, if you don't give a fuck about your future, if you don't give a fuck about any of that shit, then do you, boo. But just know that there are consequences that come with that. But if you care about your future, be very careful with how you present yourself, how you represent yourself, especially on the fucking internet. That shit goes viral. That shit can fuck up your life. Like, I understand that you probably not even a super bad person. I understand there are worse people in this world. I understand you were just trying to have a little kiki with your friend, even though that shit was fucking trifling and y'all both trifling as fuck for that. But you have to think about the bigger picture. If y'all was gonna do some dumb shit like that, the least you could have did was kept that between y'all. Why post that shit on social media so that it can be shared and viewed millions of times, and then your ass get caught? Now your dumb ass is facing criminal felony charges at that. Bitch, you ain't gonna never get a job. Imagine not being able to get a job because you got a felony on your record because you wanted to lick some fucking ice cream in a fucking store. You know how stupid that is? People get felonies for robbing banks. People get felonies for stealing credit cards. People get felonies for doing dumb shit that they shouldn't. I mean, doing some real dumb shit. Bitch, you got a felony for licking some ice cream in a store? Imagine how you fucked up your whole future over that. Like, y'all, we gotta be more careful. You just gotta be more careful and get better friends. Like, what type of friend would encourage you to do some shit like that? Like, you need a friend that's gonna say, hey girl, that's probably not a good idea. The consequences could be this, that, and the other. Why are you surrounding yourselves with people who don't do nothing but encourage you to do dumb shit? And at the end of the day, if this person who's recording don't get charged, they gonna back the fuck away from you if your ass ended up getting charged. If that person who's recording, whose face gets exposed, I guarantee you he gonna try to back away from her or distance himself from her, and she gonna go through this shit alone. Get some real friends. Get some better friends. Like, that shit was just trifling. Like, and you about to fucked up your whole future over this. Because even if you don't get charged, even if you don't get jail time, even if you don't have to pay a fine, your face is all over the internet. And people are going to look at you differently now. And think about your family. Think about your future college admissions people. Think about your future employers. Like, you really put yourself in a situation to where you don't have to deal with this for the rest of your life. People got to be careful. All you girls out here doing the cucumber challenge and all that dumb shit. And like I said, to each his own. If you don't give a fuck about your future, if you don't give a fuck about anything, people got to think about you. If you don't have plans to try to get a certain job or try to go to a certain school or anything like that, do you. Again, you just gonna have to deal with the consequences of that. But if you don't give a fuck about the backlash, then that's on you. But if you have a future, if you have plans to do things in your life, don't do stupid shit. And if you are gonna do stupid shit, because we all human, we all done did some dumb shit. We probably ain't did no shit as trifling as this, but we all done did some dumb shit. But if you do end up doing some dumb shit, don't post that shit on the fucking internet, especially with your face all in the fucking video, clear as fucking day. And then you got caught putting it back and kept the shit there. Like, your friend didn't tell you, okay, girl, maybe you should go back and buy that ice cream. Like, this got to be one of the dumbest situations I've ever heard of in my life. But these kids, like, clout is so addictive. Anybody will do anything for some fucking clout, for some likes, for some validation. Everybody thinks shit is funny. Man, nowadays, ain't nobody trying to laugh. Everybody's sensitive as fuck. Everybody take everything fucking seriously, which a situation like this is serious as fuck. Because, again, we got too many STDs running around for motherfuckers to just be licking on public products and shit and putting the shit back in there. That shit is trifling. You know how much fucking ice cream I buy? Imagine. See, now you got to be cautious of every fucking thing. You got to get some shit in the store that just can't be open. And even if you do that, you don't know what the fucking people who processed the food did to it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody safe. Ain't nobody out here safe. Shit. But anyway, like I said, I don't want the girl to get a felony on her record, and I don't want her to go to jail over this dumb shit. Like I said, you know, you got police killing people on camera. You got you got police planting drugs on camera, and don't shit happen to them but a fucking paid vacation. So do I think she deserves a felony on her record? Do I think she deserves 20 years, 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, a week in prison? Hell no. Make her ass do community service, ban her from that store, and make her pay some money. But I don't think her life should be ruined over this shit. You know, we just got to be more careful with how we represent ourselves on social media. And just be a better person. Like, why are you okay with licking on a public product and not giving a fuck that other people got to eat that shit? Like, we got to be better humans. We got to be more considerate of each other. But that's just like talking to a brick wall. Society has always been fucked up. Society is always going to be fucked up. But if you're going to be a fucked up individual, at least don't incriminate yourself by putting that shit on the fucking internet. Anyway, that's what I got to say about that. As always, I don't argue with people in the comments. If you come here on some trolling bullshit, your ass is going to be ignored. If you want to have a real dialogue about the situation, then leave a comment. How do y'all feel about these fucking kids and these, even not even just these fucking kids, but these grown adults just posting dumb shit to the internet and ruin their fucking lives over it? You know, do you think that she did it for clout? Do you think that her friend, she was just trying to impress her friend? Like, what would bring somebody to do some shit like this? And also, do y'all leave a comment if you don't understand like how serious it is representing yourself on the internet. Like, are people really not aware of how quick shit can go viral? Like, is it just me? I feel like it's just me, because I keep seeing people do shit that's just common sense not to do. They post it to the internet, and I just cannot figure out for the life of me why people post illegal shit to the internet. Why? Do y'all want to go to jail? Do y'all want to lose your job? Do y'all want to be prevented from going to college or being prevented from getting a job? Like, why do people do that shit? I mean, even at fucking 12 years old, I knew some shit like that was going to fuck my life up. Why? I don't get it. Anyway, I'm out of here.